Hello and welcome to another video with me, Winner and Traits, with another video of Weekly Andrew, in which I once again don't really have that much anime I really want to talk about this week. It's weird, but I think it's mainly just due to the fact that I'm kinda just getting to the point where it's just I don't feel like things in are really just worth mentioning at this point, because yeah, I've kind of been doing this for a few months now, I guess. But yeah. Guess I'll start off with Shikimori-San, in which I only have one complaint really so far when it comes to this anime, and that is the main character, Izumi. The fact that he basically acts like a little kid that will cry about the smallest things. That is really honestly my only complaint about the anime, is the main character being so, being a wimp, basically. Seriously, it annoys me a lot. Everything else I don't mind at all, to be honest. And just one example from episode 2 here is Shikimori-san got very popular in the school, which and Izumi thinks he can't go over and talk to her or anything. Uh, dude, you're her boyfriend. You're going to take priority over these random other students that's around her. Seriously. That is basically that scene in the anime where that's happened, to be honest. That's kind of what pushed me over into disliking the main character currently. That is what pushed me over. But besides that, yeah, I don't really have complaints about the anime at all. But that's also all I really have to say about it so far. But from what I can understand from discussions on Mal, they're kind of trying to get through the beginning of the beginning here, so they can start actually adapting the actual story, because the story doesn't actually really start until a few volumes or something, I think. But yeah, moving on to the Dawn of the Witch, which is a spin-off from the Grimoire of Zero, which I have not actually watched, but was planning on trying to get around to binging that before Zero or Yohei showed up in this anime, in which, yeah, I'm kind of too late on that already, considering they've already showed up. We had one scene with Zero that was a few seconds long, basically, and then towards the end of this episode it was Yohei. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to need to try and binge watch the Grimoire of Zero in this next week. Just so I have that, so I actually watch that. Which, that anime is actually something that I've been planning on watching eventually for quite a while now, but just never got around to it. But besides all that, when it comes to Dawn of the Witch here, I honestly don't really have that much to say about it either, to be honest. So far, I'm enjoying it, but just don't really have anything to say. So, that's basically all the anime I actually have I wanted to talk about. So, moving on to Harem Hotel, which I kind of only remembered actually got an update this week. So, I think it's been like a week, this 2 weeks after it got an update. So, yeah, got around to playing it. Version 15, in which I had to replay everything that was added in version 14 because of a bug that I ended up getting that kind of just crashed the game when I opened it and tried to reload my previous save. So I had to redo everything in version 14, and while I was doing that, I had to do 2 of the events from version 15 because they kind of just blocked me from doing the previous first events from the previous version. But despite the fact that I had to do those events, I actually still finished all the content from version 14 on the same day at the same time that I had it where I was previously. So, hey, got two extra events in, I guess, in the same amount of time. So, events that were added in this update, and I'll kind of just try and shorten this down quickly. Jin, Nia, Callie, Ashley, Maria, Hannah, Android, Felicity, and Emma all got one event, while Lynn, Kate, and Autumn all got two events. So, uh, starting off with Lynn's event, in which events for the during this update were kind of actually hard to tell a bit whose events they were for. You kind of just had to try and figure out who's who is the more prominent character, I guess, in it. But Lynn's event, we end up learning that elves are going extinct. Yeah, Link gets depressed for a very short time before turning around and coming up with an idea to basically save elves, which is basically just based around the fact that if elves are going to go extinct, half elves, quarter elves are eventually going to become slaves. So warn them before that actually happens to get them on your side, and then kind of start a revolt. Or basically just protest, considering she doesn't want it to be violent. But yeah, that's her entire idea there, pretty much. And then there's also Jin's event, in which basically can just be summed up with she's dealing with withdrawals from the drugs that she's been taking for decades. That's basically all her event was. And Nia's event, she failed a mission and came back covered in blood. Yeah, that's basically all it was. She failed a mission and came back to the hotel covered in blood. Nothing else, to be honest. Though it wasn't really that much of hers, which is good. But moving on to Callie. Her father showed up, basically showed up at the university looking for software developers for the elf bots, in which, of course, Callie's team ended up doing far better than any of the others. So, yeah, not much else to mention there for her event. Ashley's event, foursome with Felicity and Emma. Not much else. Anything else there? Kate's for event was basically just her first H scene, if you don't count the foot job. So, Maria's event was training with Nia, considering she wants to be a spy and everything. So she's now getting. So now Nia's training her and everything, which, to be honest, I was going through it, do this to take screenshots after playing it, and just using the skip button to get through all the text quickly and everything. Going through that scene there looked like some kind of fight in an anime, to be honest, being sped up like that. But, yeah. Next event, Android. Okay. Which more or less just about Allie getting transferred to her new body, I guess. Android basically always refers to Allie as them, because, just collective conscience of AI, basically. So, not much of a gender, but considering the body and everything that's in, just go with her. Considering all other characters, yeah. Got a feeling I know where things are eventually going to go when it comes to Allie, I think. But you end up going to the park once again with Android and Allie there, and just to have a talk with Android. In which Moon shows up at the end, and yeah, kind of just have a little talk there. And one thing just to add on to the end of this, Auntie Ashley, Dr. Callie, in which Callie is basically the software developer, so software doctor, and after meeting Moon, Moon could basically be the hardware doctor. So, yeah, parents the alley will have two doctors, one for software, one for hardware, while Ashley will be an auntie. And to be honest, overall, Allie is probably the closest thing we're going to have to a child for quite a while, I feel like. Which the end of that event, Android's events, there kind of emphasizes, I think. But, yeah. Felicity and Emma's event. Mafia members show up to the hotel, in which, of course, Android does her job and defends the place. The Mafia's boss wants to shut the hotel down permanently, in which, yeah, I think I know who it is, but I'll mention that after this next bit. Felicity and Emma go to their father to try and get help when it comes to this. And yeah, I'm pretty sure their father is the mafia leader, which is also the same person that has Rin, I think it was, Ashley's caretaker from when she was young. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who the mafia leader is. So, moving on to Autumn's event, which was basically just learning about the elf's religion. That's all it really was, and of course, seeing the similarities between the humans and elves' religions. So, yeah. Anything else I didn't really mention from this update was basically just 8 scenes or things I didn't really feel like were worth mentioning at all. So, yeah, that's basically all that stuff done. So, yeah. Like 2 months ago, I kind of mentioned I was going to make a War Thunder video, which I have yet to actually do. Despite the fact that War Thunder's April Fool's event is still going. And yeah, there's still a few more days left in that, and I seriously need to get around to actually playing it. But the main reason why I'm not really playing War Thunder that much, and even having a hard time to get myself to play it, is more or less just due to the fact that back when I did play it, I was playing it every single day for a few hours each day. Got to the point where I had like 1100 hours in the game, and at that point I kind of just burned out. So much that the game has basically been reduced to explosions. Yay! That's basically what the game's been reduced to for me. Which is a shame considering I do like it. It's just not very entertaining for me to play anymore, though. Because basically, when it comes to tank battles at the very least, you spawn in, go out to battle, probably fire a shot or two, and then get one shot in return. That's basically my experience when it comes to tank battles, and it's not that much different when it comes to aviation battles. At least once you get to tier 3, in which just one shot will rip your wings apart completely and shoot you out of the sky. Yeah. Get to the point where you can just easily get one-shotted, it's not very enjoyable for me. But lower tiers I know I can actually do good considering harder to get one-shotted. Though I think when it comes to tank battles, that's probably could easily be avoided by not having full ammo, which is something that I've kind of always done. Never bothered with reducing my amount of ammo I have, which is something I should probably avoid doing, which I should probably reduce. Yeah. But that's War Thunder. I'll try to actually get something for it when it comes to like April Fool's video event and get some kind of video there, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. But besides that, streaming. I think at this rate I probably will just make it to start streaming as something for 100 subscribers at this point, considering I just can't really get myself around to streaming. So, once I get to 100 subscribers, I know I will force myself to actually start doing it, considering that's something I have to do, because I'm so lazy that I have to force myself to actually do things I want to do. Considering I kind of have to force myself to just make these videos, because, yeah, I'm lazy. I want to make the videos, but I'm so lazy I have to force myself to do it. But at very least, once I actually start doing it, I actually just enjoy it. I don't have a problem with continuing. It's just a problem of hitting that record button. But yeah, I will try and start streaming, in which better Twitch TV and 7TV extensions on Twitch. With those extensions and the emotes I've added on those, I'm up to over 90 emotes. But that's basically thanks to 7TV having a maximum of 250 emotes. So, yeah, got quite a few emotes. 15 on Better Twitch TV and then like 71 on on 7TV. So, yeah, I could have a lot more emotes currently, but that's what I'm going to stick to. Anything else will probably just be something suggested from channel and chat, I guess. But, yeah, I think that will be the end of this video, since I don't really have anything else to talk about. So, I hope you'll enjoy this video, and I'll see you all next one. Bye-bye.